So yeah, we played some more in-houses last night, and I finally lost. Cause well, I didn't lose this one, it was the other one. The other one I played horribly though. Yeah, you just like to say what the fuck. I kind of figured that at this point, because I was like, weren't you in here for the last one? Why are you surprised by this? Like, this should not surprise you anymore, even though it's still somewhat surprising overall. What up, J-Dash? This first game was just cruel and unusual punishment. Although, oh, excuse me. Yo, that meatball sub was too good. Anyways, yeah, this first game was cruel and unusual punishment. Although, a lot of what the other team did, or a lot of what happened to them, they kind of did to themselves, in my opinion. What in-house group is this with? Like some ex-speedrunners and just a bunch of people I hang with. Nobody special. Some people who typically come and harass me in my chat. Yeah. You're not gonna see anything really amazing or good here. I really only care to watch myself because I generally play everything the same. So, like, what I do here is just what I typically do. And I've kind of realized over the past few months, just like anything, if I look at myself and I actually like watch what I do, like analyze myself, it still makes myself better. You're not in this in-house? No. Are you an ex-speedrunner or the crew I hang with? No.
Dire team ban.
Alright, who the fuck is drafting? Did we make Twig draft? I think we made Twig draft. Yeah, we made Twig captain. And so he's like, he doesn't want to play Ember. Although
10 seconds remaining.
We were like, who on their team plays Ember? But Twig just has a huge distaste for all three of the spirits, really. And then we're guessing they're banning Tusk away from PP because they don't. I don't think anybody over there knows that I play Tusk. And then it's like, other than that, who else plays Tusk than PP?
Dire team pick.
And then Twigman's Windrunner because he absolutely hates Windrunner. And then they're like, no, Dia's not playing Earth Spirit because Dia playing Earth Spirit 9 times out of 10 is an auto win. We would ban Ember. See, but we know all 10 of us that are playing for the most part. So it's like, it's literally who plays Ember over there. Like, his first pick Tide, Rip Killer hero. You gotta pick Tide for Killer because he only plays one, technically 2 heroes now. And he's still, quote, quote, he's still learning the game. That's putting it like nicely. And then this was so funny. Like when they picked Viper, just based off of how I do this analysis and the things I do, this is the kind of thing that shows I don't really consider who I'm playing because I just play every game the same. Or I try to play every game the same.
5 seconds remaining.
But I know we're still going through the debate of like, man, what do we want to play? We're just gonna pick heroes we like, just like they're doing, which is why Cross is like, I want to play Omni Knight, so they get an Omni Knight. And Twig said something about a greedy jungler, and I was like, well, if that's the case, let me play Maiden. Cause especially after the second game, I kind of look at these in-houses as if I want my team to do well, I'm gonna play support. Cause I'm one of the stronger support players
10 seconds remaining.
in this group. I would go as far as to say I am the strongest, but I'm not that pig-headed. So I can easily say I am one of the stronger ones. Like, nobody in their right mind would argue against that. Pick heroes you like. That's the kind of people we're playing with. Like, you're gonna look at some of this and like we're playing mostly to have fun. There's groups of us that are better, and yeah, we're actually to a degree trying to beat the other groups that are better, the other team, like the better players. But all in all, it's not like we're playing so serious that we're doing a top meta draft. We're super drafting against people and stuff like that, or drafting against teams. Like these bans, the first stage bans are like, I just straight up don't want to play these heroes, and there's probably somebody over there who plays this hero. Probably not. No, we're not gonna find out. Stage 2 bans, they're literally
10 seconds remaining.
Let's ban against somebody decent over there. Cause like Skywrath, that's a Majin ban. Lone Druid, that's a Dia ban. I forget what the second groups of bans are. I forget if our second ban was like a just ban something ban. But yeah, like these, even though I'm taking the time to look back at these are they're nowhere near that kind of serious, man. And what up, Rainbow? I should actually do that.
Radiant team ban.
Doom. Oh yeah, we were like, somebody said Doom, and we were like, oh yeah, Majin does like to play Doom. How about we don't play Doom? And then they were like, we don't want to see no Twig Pudge.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
You know, like 50, 60 of them. I know a good bit of them, but again, like, you're putting too much stock into this just looking at it. You're putting way too much stock into this. Like you don't know, man. You don't know, man.
5 seconds remaining.
PP was like, I'll play Spirit Breaker and I'll just charge wherever. We're like, cool. And I know we said we were gonna give Dia Chaos Knight, or he said he wanted Chaos Knight somewhere like in the beginning of this. I don't remember. How we came across a Darkseer ban, I mean, it makes sense.
10 seconds remaining.
Looking at the draft in retrospect, it's like, why did we ban Darkseer? Nobody over there was gonna play it. And Slark, part of me wants to say there's ambiguity to our draft, but at the same time, they know it's a support time.
Dire team pick.
And I can't remember if we predicted the Jakiro or not. I feel like we did to a degree, but this sniper was my call. Sniper was godlike. You can't sit on mid versus Viper. It wasn't a mid Viper, that's the thing. Like, this is extra wonk. Cause what you're looking at a CK Tide lane, a CK Tide safe lane, Spirit Breaker off lane, mid sniper, and a jungle / roaming maiden. And then they wound up with, what the fuck with their lanes? It was like off lane Viper Ogre, mid Jakiro, is safe lane Gyro Omni. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. And then I know I took the time in the beginning. It's Leon P? Yeah, that's who that was. Leon P, I want to say. But now I'm taking this time in the beginning to tell Killer he doesn't have to buy anything, because I do the purge thing where I buy like everything in the beginning, because after my first camp I'm gonna have my boots if I want them anyways, and that's far more important to me, that like my other support has something to have an advantage in a lane, even if it's a really weak support player like Killer, because Killer's a pretty weak support player. He's still learning. There's good people, there's decent people, there's up and coming people, and then there's Killer. All right, Killer did good this game. But I said I was gonna I said I was gonna start in the middle,
10 seconds remaining.
and I was gonna favor the top lane, cause it seemed more worth my while to go to the lane with a slow and a stun, than it was to just go into the stun that's not gonna be there. But
Prepare.
I actually had a really tragic start, but it was a good kind of tragic start that I did to myself, because I didn't realize that I did this to myself till I got to well, till about 10 seconds after it happened. And it's actually a really tragic start for a maiden. The unpause? The unpause? Alright. I need to hide that because that's annoying me. So yeah, I even go as far as to buy the smoke. Cause yeah, like as soon as I get my 2, even if I take arcane second, I'm walking to a lane and I'm going to kill something, cause I have a really good top lane for killing something. My bot could work if I went down there with a fucking frostbite, and I didn't perceive killing mid. Like, I just don't perceive killing mid.
30 seconds to
You've been
battle.
missing in-houses because your sleep schedule's too normal. Makes sense. I just put that there to see who's coming top and to block the camp. It's the pro ward that I don't entirely understand what scenario I should do that in, but I do that anyways. Because I know when I play off lane, that kind of shit is the bane of my existence. Where if I can't pull.
The battle.
So this poor guy right here, we're all top because we're like, we want first blood. And we're like, let's get first blood. It takes PP forever to decide to charge. Now here's where I fuck up.
First blood.
Like, I mean, I have the mindset that I want to get back and get started as soon as possible, but I didn't realize until about right now that I don't have my XP. And it's not the worst case in the world, but the real problem is the fact that I'm down a frostbite. So, especially when I look at this camp and I realize it's the fucking whatever this shit is called. It's not the satyrs. But it's the shit where I can't fucking I can't pull it in clarity. I'm actually pretty pissed at this point because I wasted like 30 seconds. And so I think I conclude, yeah, I'm just gonna eat a clarity. That's why I get 2. And I start to walk, and I was thinking about going over there, but I'm like, I don't have 2. I'm so far behind. I'm like, I'll just take whatever. Just get really lucky. Trolls, yeah, you're right, dark trolls. And I thought about walking over there, but I'm like, I blocked it. So I'm like, I'll just fucking take the alpha wolf. Wait for the clarity to get up so I can get a second frostbite. And I fucked this up horribly too, but the effects of it aren't so bad because I have the second clarity. I'm like, yeah, it's time to slay. This is funny though, because I want to come over here and there's no real like lane control, so I think about pulling the wave back. I'm like, no, I'm just gonna go mid, or I'm gonna go look at the rune. I was gonna go back top, especially since I look and it's like it's gonna push. I see the rune, thinking this rune is perfect. Don't care if they see me take it or not, because Majin was up too far already in my eyes. I'm like, I'm frostbiting this guy, so I frostbite this guy. I was getting ready to put my butt in his face, but the button face was not required. So I still really want to go top. I still want to like pressure top, which is why I'm kind of hanging around there instead of going down to the new camp. And you know, I'm kind of surprised. I actually thought I had this camp fucked up at this point, but lo and behold, I still had a large creep. It doesn't really matter if I leave it fucked up or not, because nobody's gonna farm it for a while. And I remember PP was saying he was having trouble in his lane. So I was gonna go down there just to kind of threaten Cross. I was gonna start making my way down there, even though he asked me not to. But it's not like my presence was specifically needed in any lane, so I was just gonna hover around regardless, because the only person who'd really lose too much for me staying around or walking there would be me. And since I made, in retrospect, a horrible decision to get 2 points in Arcane R, I shouldn't have did this. I should have went 1-1-1. But since I did this, I didn't really feel a huge loss. Majin's already died twice mid for some reason. And that was something that was really odd about this game. Like, play-wise, we're a lot stronger than they are. And after the game, they were complaining about, not specifically the teams, like, it was indirectly the teams, but a lot about Majin playing Jakiro mid, and they were like, we couldn't help Majin mid. And even though a bunch of things were said, the first thing that I said is like, well, some of you play with me, so you know how this works. Why did nobody rotate and help him? Because, like, nobody rotates and helps him. There's, like, barely any vision for him, although the second time he died up here, there's, as stupid as it is, like, nobody really helps him. And in fact, from what Twig was saying, Majin actually kind of was beating the shit out of him, and the fortune just kind of smiled on Twig.
Middle tower is under attack.
Now that scenario, like, Dia doesn't die instantly, but he doesn't say he's about to die until he's right there at 10%. And I misclicked my TP. I meant to shift click my TP, but it works out that I didn't, because I wasn't gonna go help or I wasn't gonna really be able to help anyways. Leon is a greedy support, doesn't really rotate often. Oh, I know. I've noticed, rather. Like, I said this last time, and I'll probably say this for forever. Just the general support play in the in-houses is really weak. Because you have the people who don't know how to rotate, and they'll just sit behind a carry or sit in their lane regardless of the scenario. Or you'll have the other people who arbitrarily rotate for no reason, and they'll even rotate and leave their carry in fucked up situations. Like last game where Prie got left one-on-one against Majin's Enchantress's Jug. And it was like, how does that happen? And that was, I don't know why Cross and Leon walked up here. Like, I know why they walked up here, but I think it's funny that they had the nerve to walk up here. Like, this struck me as odd, although from my side and from what I saw and I knew, I was actually kind of peeved at this situation as well. Because PP's sitting up here, and he says he's ready to charge something, right? He says he's going to stay up here to charge something, even though, who is this? I forget who the fuck this is. Whoever the fuck this is, Moonrune's down here, is taking a tower, right? So we see them walk around the corner, and I'm like, okay, charge them. And we see Cross right here, and I'm even pinging it. I'm like, okay, charge him. It is 520. I just couldn't think of who else was there. I'm like, but he never charges to right here. And I'm like, I'm so lucky that Leon stunned this creep. Although, they were gonna die regardless. I just thought it was really funny that they walked all the way up there, and there was almost no retaliation of me dying, or potentially dying. But this is one of those questionable decisions to walk behind the tower with no real vision of what's behind the tower.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Because at the least they should have expected 3 people there if they saw me there. Because they hadn't seen me there until now. But they also don't know where PP is because he's not bot.
Dire's bottom tower has been denied.
And where was the rappel? There's the rappel.
Killing spree.
Oh, that was another funny thing that kind of leads to some problems. So Cross walked over here and he warded this, and I didn't look at him to see if he had a ward. And I didn't entirely like register in my mind that he walked up and he warded, but I considered it and I was like, why would he ward the jungle right now when we still have all the tier 1s? The only thing that's really gonna do is help them see me, and what difference does it make if they see me or not? Like, yeah, at a decent level I fucked up and lost another clarity because I'm bad. At a decent level that matters, because if I'm rotating somewhere there's probably gonna be action somewhere like this, but
Dire's middle tower
who's
is
honestly
under
looking
attack.
for that? If Leon rotates Spirit Breaker, kills Gyra.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Dominating.
What's supposed to happen is Tide walks bottom for XP. Yeah, Spirit Breaker sits mid and kills
Dire's
Akira.
middle
Leon
tower is
rotates,
under
SP
attack.
kills Gyra. Yeah, but come on, man.
Going into hiding.
What happens is Rib Killer goes by himself. No. PP sits in a posture to like aggress on somebody as opposed to just running headstrong at somebody. No. Leon moves. No.
Almost like half of you.
And yeah, that was all set up by this warding. Cause yeah, they have wards to see
Fear not heresy.
me walk. They see me walk through the jungle. They don't see me take an invis rune. Yeah, supposed to.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
This was a dive that looked good, and then it turned bad.
Dire's top
Dive
tower
with
is under attack.
heavy repercussions. I want to chase. Clearly don't have the mana. I fucked up my clarity, so it's like, cool, I'll just take this camp. Because it's the best maiden camp. Best maiden camp known to man. Would have been worth it if they killed Dia. Did they not kill Dia? I actually thought they killed Dia.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Huh, they didn't kill Dia. I never noticed that they didn't kill Dia. Because when I looked at him, I mean, I wrote him off as dead. So I was just like, Dia is dead. Let's see what happens from here. I didn't realize they never killed him. Oops. They got Rip Killer though. Ella giggle. Yeah, Ed. Why'd he walk up to me? I didn't like hanging around this tower for close to no reason. I wish I had that frostbite. I really wish I would have got that frostbite in range. And PP goes hard for this. And he said it was worth it. I immediately told him it wasn't. In retrospect, it was okay. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. Only because PP got the kill first. But I also thought he died first, so.
Dire's structures are fortified.
He finished his TP right before Rocket one hit. Or the Rocket nerfed made him live with 10 HP. Yeah, either or. I don't really care to go back and look.
This'll come in handy.
Oh, this was so fucking comical.
I'm burning up.
All right, this actually would have worked out so well, but this is a prime example of PP being a bitch. I gotta call him out on this, cause we see 520, and we saw Majin mid, right? We don't see anybody else because, well, shoddy warding on my part. Okay, whatever. But forever not. Don't tell me. Please don't tell me nobody's really said this until now.